Hey guys, it's Carson, and today I'm checking out something that honestly surprised me, the SmartWings roller shades. Now, I know window shades aren't going to be the most exciting thing in the world, but these are a real game changer. They make the room feel cleaner, smarter, and way more comfortable, honestly. Now, I installed these in my master bedroom. They're the ivory 70% blackout curtains, custom sized to fit perfectly at 52.5 by 73.5 inches. Now, from the first morning that I woke up with these installed, I knew that I would never go back to manual curtains again. Let's talk about why. The first big win is that these shades are completely wire-free. Now, if you've ever tried installing other smart shades, you know that most of them still need to be plugged into an outlet, and most windows don't have one nearby. And then you end up with cords hanging down, or you're trying to hide an extension cable behind furniture. SmartWings completely solves that. Everything is built right into the roller. There's no cords, there's no plugs, there's nothing to hide. Oh, and here's the best part. They can be solar powered. The optional solar panel mounts right on the window, and it uses natural sunlight to keep the shades charged. It's just one of those small touches that makes the whole system feel smart and sustainable. Every time the sun hits your window, it's quietly topping off the battery for free. Now, if your window doesn't get much light, you can always use a USB power bank to recharge them. I think it's like every few months. But honestly, with the solar option, you probably won't ever need to. It's one of those things that you set up once and never think about ever again. And that's exactly how smart home tech should feel. Now let's talk about something I didn't expect to care about this much: light control. Now these are 70% blackout curtains, which means they block out most sunlight, but still let a soft, natural glow slip in. It's not pitch black like full blackout curtains, but it's enough to totally change how you sleep and relax. Now, I'm someone who tends to stay up late, editing, watching a show, or just answering messages, and before, the morning light would just blast in through my old curtains and wake me up instantly. Now, I even tried eye masks for a while, but they were just uncomfortable and they never really stayed on. But once I switched to these SmartWings shades, the difference was immediate. The mornings are calmer, the room stays darker longer, and I actually wake up when I want to, not when the sun decides it's time for me to wake up. Now, it's also made the room feel cooler and more private. Now, whether it's for sleeping in on a Saturday or just winding down at night, these shades create a really peaceful atmosphere. The 70% balance is perfect. It's enough darkness to rest, but enough light that you don't feel shut in. Let's get into how you can control them, because this is where SmartWings really shines. The Helix style remote is honestly one of my favorite parts. It's sleek, it feels solid in your hand, and it looks like something that Apple would design. You can pair it with up to 8 different sets of shades, so you can control every room from one remote. You can adjust them all together, set up zones, or fine-tune just one window at a time. I love that it doesn't feel like some clunky plastic remote you're embarrassed to leave on the table. Of course, you can also connect everything to your phone using the SmartWings app, or you can link it up to Alexa, Google Home, or your Apple Home. And if I'm not near a remote, I can just say,
"Hey Alexa, open the blinds."
And they glide up, all on their own. You can even schedule them. Mine open halfway at 8:30 in the morning, so I wake up to natural light instead of an alarm. It's one of those features that you start using constantly because it just makes sense. Now, if you're like me, the idea of measuring and installing shades might sound a little bit intimidating, but SmartWings makes it simple. Their website walks you through the measurement process step by step. You just follow the guide, enter your dimensions, and they send your shades perfectly sized for your window. When mine arrived, everything was packaged really well, and the installation I had done in less than 5 minutes. I didn't have to call anyone or buy extra tools, and the fit was spot on. The design looks clean, and the minimal bottom bar gives it just a really sleek, finished look. It honestly feels like something that came with the house, not something that I just randomly installed myself. The fabric has a soft texture that catches the light in a subtle way. During the day, the shades filter sunlight so your space feels bright but never harsh. And at night, they add this warm, private atmosphere that makes everything feel calm. And because there are no cords or dangling pieces, the whole setup looks clean and intentional, like part of a smart home design instead of an afterthought. It's one of those upgrades that doesn't just make your life easier, it actually makes your space look better. Honestly, I've been so impressed with these shades. They look great, they work perfectly, and they made my mornings and nights way easier. I'm already planning to add another set for my office because it's such an instant improvement to the vibe of the room. And right now is definitely the time to grab them. SmartWings is running their Black Friday sale with up to 15% off between November 10th and December 2nd. Oh, and 10 lucky customers are actually going to get their entire order for free. So, if you've been wanting to step up your home setup with something smart, functional, and honestly just cool, you need to check out smartwingshome.com and build your own set. Now, once you switch to motorized shades, you will never want to pull cords again.